Dear partners, for a long time we have been discussing how to align energy and climate. And this is where most of our efforts should have been directed. But geopolitics and imperial ambitions of aggressive countries like Russia have shown that we need to look at sustainability in a much broader way. And the response to such challenges must be even stronger. In 2019, Ukraine was in the top 10 countries in the world for renewable energy development. And in 2021, 70% of our energy mix was carbon neutral. Together with Europe and the US, we were building green plants. In 2022, Russia invaded Ukraine. As of today, we have lost 50% of our total generation, 20% of solar and 75% of wind generation, and they partly occupied and destroyed. 3 months ago, Russia blew up the Kakhovka hydroelectric power station. And geopolitics turned sustainable energy into a tool of ecocide. Russia's occupation of the Zaporizhia nuclear power plant, the biggest nuclear power plant in Europe, raises concerns about nuclear terrorism. We have all also felt the effects of Russia's manipulation of energy markets. It caused damage to economies and increased energy poverty. Dear colleagues, the intention was to spark protest, including protest against net zero global goals, and overthrow democratic governments. This is all new challenges to which we need to respond. And that response must be connected and very comprehensive. Threats and crises provoked by Russia require unprecedented level of global cooperation. We need to start with restructuring of our energy systems and reviewing of all international agreements, approaches and mechanisms. Last year at the G20 summit, President of Ukraine Volodymyr Zelensky proposed the peace formula. We are really grateful to all those who supported and who are already working with us to implement it. This is the path to building national and global resilience. What is our vision for increasing resilience at the national level? Number one, development of distributed generation based on renewable energy sources, stronger and more smart grids. This approach should focus on strengthening the country's energy resilience by increasing the resilience of communities. Number two, diversifying sources supply and expanding interconnectors between countries. Synchronization of our electricity grids with European has made our power sector significantly stronger. Today, we have the possibility to attract emergency assistance from Europe. And this is also an opportunity to integrate more renewables into the Ukrainian grids. Next is an integrated gas market. Joint gas purchases at the EU level already proved effective. European partners with full gas storage facilities can use our capacities. We need to push for unification of rules, creating transparent markets which are open to competition and at the same time protected from manipulation. At the global level, we advocate for building stocks of energy equipment and tools between partners for any emergency situation and emergency response. Developing instruments within international law, including agreements and conventions. There is also a need to create an international group to negotiate the mechanism for sanctions control. After a year and a half of this brutal war of Russia against Ukraine, we can say that achieving sufficient resilience at the national level is possible only if there is proper international action. And for this purpose, we propose to integrate the proposals from the peace formula into UNECE's policies and approaches. Dear colleagues, thank you for your attention and we look forward to fruitful cooperation.